Saturday. Now, I know I'm waiting on Thursday, but next Saturday, Georgia and Clemson up first. Georgia and Clemson. Now, guess what now? Dabo, you think Dabo ain't ready? You think Dabo ain't ready to prove that he ain't got to recruit no transfers out the portal? Dabo say they develop over there. Dabo say they don't want nobody. You got to be a special case. You got to be a special kind of baller to come over there and play at Clemson. So they saying they ready to dominate. Now, everybody hyping up Georgia. Everybody hyping up Georgia. They're not giving Clemson a shot. What if Clemson get out there and tear them boys up? Because nobody in the media is giving Clemson a shot. I looked at ESPN. ESPN had a thing where they went through all the teams, right? They had teams that could, what's their best case scenario, what's their worst case scenario. In every case that they did, Clemson, they always had Clemson with at least one loss because they saying they not going to touch Georgia. Now, you think Clemson and them boys over there sitting worrying about Georgia? Nah. They ready for the matchup. In Atlanta, they saying, I know we coming into y'all territory. We want that. We want that. So, is Georgia going to live up to the hype? Can they be? Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they number one. Can they live up to the hype and go wire to wire number one in the country? Can they stay number one in the country the whole time and whoop everybody? I don't know. These guys, what's happening? I don't know. Now, Clemson want to say somebody. Now, both of them, when they working out, from January to now, everybody like, hey, we got to get there. And Clemson had what they needed to be in the playoffs. They just let it slip. All right. Now, you also got that Florida versus Miami. Ooh, wait. Hey, listen. In the state of Florida, we want that. That's the games you want. Yeah, you want your Florida State and Miami and your Florida State versus Florida. But when Florida and Miami play, that's on a whole nother level. The whole state of Florida watching that game. That matter of fact, let me tell you how good the game gonna be. Florida State, I think, play that Monday. They gonna be watching. FAMU, I don't know if they play, but put it like this. If your game is before theirs, you gonna tune in once your game over. If your game at 12, you gonna tune in once you get back in your room. If your game at 7, you sure looking to see what Florida and Miami gonna do. This game gonna determine who keeping their job. Will Billy Napier keep his job? Will he lose and they be on him hot? Will Mario Cristobal, can he win 9 or 10 games this season? Can Florida coach win that game and go beat UCF later that month? Well, later in September. So it's a lot on the line, but I guarantee you everybody in the state of Florida gonna be watching that game. Florida versus Miami. Everybody. Now, the nation gonna be looking in too, but I know the state of Florida gonna be looking. D guys, appreciate it. You say that's the game we want, Miami versus Florida State. That one gonna be live to in October. But since 89, you say I forgot where those two are ranked. They did the preseason. Yes, they did the preseason. I can't remember what Florida State and Miami might be ranked. But I know Georgia should be number one and Clemson probably in the top 15. So Clemson ain't want to Dabo want to destroy Kirby. You know he do. You know Dabo want to get on Kirby and do him. But now it's team versus team. Who got the best team? And check this out, y'all. That's the king of the national championships. Them two both have 2 and 2. Dabo got 2 chips. Kirby got 2 chips. Who gonna be the king of the 2 chips? Who looking like they going in direction to win it? Or who playing second fiddle? So that game to me got national headline with the SEC versus the ACC. The top of the SEC, the top of the ACC. What's up? Now that Florida and Miami game, it's regional, but it's also nation because at 3:30, ain't no other game on 3:30 better than that. Ain't no game on better than that 3:30 game. And then at 12 o'clock with the Georgia and Clemson game. Ain't no game better than that at 12 o'clock. But saying now you say play with those two teams on NCAA. Coach, I haven't seen you on there. I mean, you know what? I might let one run today. I might let that Florida State and Georgia Tech game run. I did the Florida and Miami, I think. But I haven't did Georgia and Clemson my own thing. I might do Georgia and Clemson and see what that look like. Hey, look, I just wanted to ride out with y'all. Them gonna be some top games. It's other games too. But that 12 o'clock slot, Georgia and Clemson got my time. The 3:30 slot, Florida and Miami, they got my time because I want to see if Coach Billy Napier, can he win the game? Can he keep his job? That game don't determine it, but the whole season does, or whatever part of the season they let him get to. What Mario Cristobal gonna do? Then that same thing, is Georgia really like that? Is Georgia squad really like that where everybody just in the media just bowing down to them? Or will Clemson come and steal the show? Hey, we about to find out. Hey, holla at y'all. Holla at y'all.